Hey, Real Nerds. There's many ways to enjoy the Real Nerds podcast. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and now Spotify and iHeartRadio. You can see what we're up to around town by following us at Real Nerds on Instagram. And if you want to send us your thoughts, you can email us at realnerds@gmail.com or call us at 720-6nerds5. Like us on Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast or tweet us at Real Nerds. And now on with the show.
Roll camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
Doesn't talk film! I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds!
This is Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast of Army of Darkness and Fan Expo 2022, where you can see us there, and we'll have Army of Darkness inspired gear, and you can pick up at our booth. And Brad, your t-shirt is a hit because I have people like my wife text me to make sure that I put in an order for that shirt.
Really?
Yeah. She goes, "That's so awesome. I need that." And I said, "Wait a minute." And then she sent me a gif of our Evil Dead 2 Groovy. So I put her in her place. I said, "That's from Evil Dead 2. I need Army of Darkness."
To be fair, the logo on the shirt is Evil Dead inspired more than Army of Darkness inspired. Yeah, that was a tough design, but I cranked it out.
It looks awesome. I mean, because even your mom said, "Man, I want one." And
she's my mom, though, so I could have designed a bag of dog shit on the shirt, and it would have been great.
Do you think she would? Like if you put like a steaming pile of shit on a shirt, and your mom would say, "Yeah, I'll take one."
Well, she didn't take one. She just said it was good. So, but yeah, I had a couple people order some. This year, we're not really doing a ton of extras sitting at the booth this year, so it was all made to order. Really, I ordered a couple extras that we can sell, but you know, if you're the third person that wants a certain size, you might be out of luck. So instead, we have some amazing pint glasses in great abundance because we don't have to worry about sizes that much and anticipating.
And I can't believe you're not saying like my contribution was Hell to the Nerds, baby. I pretty much designed those.
I full credit to Ryan. Really,
thank you.
I had design block. June came up and we're like, "Hey, we haven't designed or prepared anything for this con yet. Where do we start?" And Ryan came through with a bunch of ideas, and
I said, "Listen here, motherfucker. This better be Army of Darkness inspired." Or
are you fucking slacking off, not getting work done, not getting shows up on time?
That's when Ryan went, "This is my boomstick." No. And then you were like, "Say."
It's like, I have the power to put you in jail for overnight if you don't get this shit done.
Oh, that's dark.
And I'm going to put you in with Big Earl. And he don't take kindly to strangers.
Maybe sitting next to a couple crackheads will get you motivated.
I prefer medium-sized Earl. He's rather decent and likes crochet.
Hey, don't let his name fool you. In real life, he's really big. Mel Brooks fans out there? Hello?
Yeah.
So anyway, on Twitch, you can actually watch me, spend 4 or 5 hours putting together the initial designs that I eventually threw in the garbage. And I intend to do the reveal of the finals pretty soon here. So
yeah, he was showing them to me and I was like, shit, try harder.
A microphone and a chainsaw, dude, cliche. All right.
Yeah. And I said, my 7-year-old could design it better.
Like, how many more t-shirts do we have pictures of mics on them, Brad? Come on, do something different. Like, I guess I can do a chainsaw.
No, I like the first one you did, but you pointed out that it looks like a heavy metal logo. And then I couldn't get over it being on a drum kit. Like,
Yeah,
You know,
like the circular design, I thought it was like, yeah, that's like a good shape for the front of a shirt. But yeah, just the two mics and the X and the angular font, I felt like it was a metal band more than Evil Dead. So
yeah. And before people start saying I'm a jerk, I actually liked all of Brad's things. This is just a character I'm playing where I give Brad a hard time, you know.
oh,
But
yeah,
anyways,
people are writing in chat. They totally thought you were serious. So way to
good.
clarify.
We'll tell them I'm not.
Yeah. He's playing the character that you see in the Real Nerds Pod show, which is
Exactly. Exactly. Every week on Real Nerds Podcast, we see a new movie and we podcast our experience to the world. This week, I couldn't decide on them, so I just did two movies again. So we have a B movie this week. The two movies are Watcher and the Bob's Burgers movie.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, where we will tell you if you see the films or not, recommend them, play the trailer, and then spoil them. We'll also touch on the big news story of the week and check in Hollywood's big comeback in the box office, which is pretty impressive this week. Anything you guys want to say before we get into it?
I don't know.
It doesn't
Ryan.
matter what you say. All right.
Wow. There you go.
I
Ryan, do you
finally
want
was
to
able
talk
to
about?
use The Rock. What's up?
Yeah. No, I was going to say, do you want to tell them about the thing we did this morning?
I mean, when are you going to post it? Like in a month? We'll forget by then.
Wow. How rude. You know, I could bump you up to next week. Who knows?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
You got to be nice
Zach-
to me.
Zach and I sat down for his sister podcast, the Yesteryear Ballyhoo Review.
I'm not
And-
even a brother. I'm a sister.
Yeah. And
Okay.
we discussed one of my favorite actresses, Irene Dunn, and two films, Showboat and My Favorite Wife with Cary Grant. And Cary Grant made an
wife.
appearance today in my
My-
movie. I was really impressed.
What was that? One more time. I heard Brad go, my wife. I started laughing. What did you say, Ryan?
Cary Grant is in Watcher. What part? I'll tell you in spoilers.
Oh, yeah. He's CGI like Peter Cushing. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. No, I haven't seen Watcher. Yeah, no, we had a great chat about him. Showboat in particular is a very interesting conversation that I think folks will really enjoy. But we got to really fawn over Miss Dunn and her illustrious career. She's just a very nice person. You know, no scandal, no nothing. There's nothing like seedy to talk about when it comes to Irene Dunn. She's just a very nice person.
I know, married to one person, adopted children.
Philanthropist in her later life. Only had a 20-year career in film, really. So it's kind of interesting. She had like a very narrow range, but there's so many classics packed into there. So,
But what
yeah,
a career.
Tune into Ballyhoo for it. And if you want to wait, while you're waiting, you can check out Ryan's been on a couple times. Brad's been on once before. He will be back. Brad talked about Batman 1966, the movie, and it was a fun chat. I still love that chat to this day. It's fantastic.
I'm over it.
Wow, you didn't like it? No.
I'm playing a character too.
Yeah. Oh, not even that cool intro that I did to honor the opening of the Batman movie. I really was proud of that.
It's very sweet of you, Zach.
Oh, thank you, Brad. But yeah, no, and Ryan's been on before for Cary Grant talk, Invisible Man talk, and To Be or Not to Be, the Ernst Lubitsch film with a comedian that I won't mention. So yeah, that's a lot of things happening over there. So, but I think I'm pretty sure people are tired of hearing me talk about my bullshit.
This week on Real Nerds Podcast, the first movie we saw was the Bob's Burgers movie. Zach, do you recommend Bob's Burgers, the movie?
I do. Yeah. I hadn't watched the show in like 8 years. So it's like since college. So I was really amazed how easy I was able to get back into the world. It's just really fun. I like that they incorporated a kind of quasi musical in the mix with some of it. And it's just nice watching an animated PG-13 movie on the big screen. Like it kind of reminded me of going to see the Simpsons movie in the theater and just kind of having a blast watching these television characters on a big screen and them creating a film that fits that room. So I really enjoyed it.
Brad, do you recommend the Bob's Burger movie?
Yeah, it's fun. I didn't follow the show. I think I maybe popped in on one episode once, and it was fine. It was funny. The movie experience for me, because of that, felt like I was sitting on an hour and a half long inside joke, because everyone else in the theater was like laughing at stuff that I didn't get. But yeah, it's still fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I have never seen an episode of Bob's Burgers, and I don't know, like the voice acting in it was really distracting to me. Having men play women, I don't know. It was hard for me to get past that. It's not like Bart Simpson or something. It's an adult man voicing an adult woman. But I will say that there is some really.
Sorry, Nancy Cartwright, The Simpsons.
Yes, that's what I said. Like it's not like it's Bart Simpson. Of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like it's Bart Simpson. It's I don't know. It's distracting to me. But
I think what he's saying is that it's clearly an adult man voicing an adult woman. It's not hidden like Bart Simpson is.
Thank you. And so, yeah, I mean, but there is some really, I love movies or TV shows that have kind of subtle jokes throughout them. And this movie has a couple of those. Here's the trailer for the Bob's Burgers movie.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, boy.
Dad, I don't want to stop your flow, but can you pass the peel off?
Oh, God.
That's butter. You know what? Butter's better.
You have 7 days to make your payment.
7?
It's gonna be okay, Bob. Happy, hopeful, kissy lips.
Please.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
Louise, don't go down there. It's dangerous. Did you mean to wave your arms all over the place while falling into the hole? Because if so, you nailed it.
Yes, it all went great.
Is this the police? I'd like to report a thing happened.
What do we do? Ideas, go.
Ooh, what's this thing?
No.
I'm so nervous. I know. Can you believe it?
Ta-da! Uh-oh. Oh, no.
This is getting awkward.
Son of a butt!
That feels nice.
I know.
Don't rub my sesame seeds off.
I won't. Don't worry.
They're a cute couple.
I give him a year.
The premise is pretty simple. Bob needs money from the bank or he doesn't need money from the bank. He needs an extension from the bank to pay his loan. And then he has an idea that maybe he can ask his landlord if he can skip this month so he can pay the bank first and not pay his mortgage or his rent. And in the meantime, a sinkhole happens in front of their house and they find a skeleton in there that is a murdered carny. And their landlord, is it Goodfish? Fish smell guy. I forget his last name.
Yeah,
Fish odor.
Fish odor. There we go. Fish smell. Close.
Fish something. Fish. Kevin Kline is one of them. It's an Oscar-winning actor.
Yeah. And so, yeah. And then he gets arrested and the youngest daughter thinks that he's been framed. And that's the premise of the movie.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a well fleshed out episode of the show that is allowed to have cinematic heights, but it's not. I kind of appreciated that. Like, I love the Simpsons movie, but the Simpsons movie almost sort of forced this world domination plot with the dome element, which works in the Simpsons world because crazier things have happened in the Simpsons world. But it always felt a little bit too big for itself, whereas this one really does contain it to just the happenings on the wharf, and it's centrified in the world.
Is it Carney's thing in the show too?
I don't remember. I haven't watched this show since maybe 2012 when I was still in college. So I don't know if that was a through line. I
So
remember
I'm with Brad.
fish odor.
So
But
the landlord isn't in the show.
yes, the landlord is in the show. Fish odor is in the show. Kevin Kline plays him on the show.
Are his two brothers in the show, and are his brother and the cousin?
That I don't remember. I don't remember if Felix or Grover are in the show or not. The boy that Tina is interested in is in the show. Jimmy Pesto, who's across the street, is a regular character on the show. The bullies that Louise contends with are part of the show. So there are characters from the show itself. It made me want to go back through the show because I don't remember all of these characters. I just remember the main family and fish odor because it's Kevin Kline. I'm going to remember Kevin Kline doing something that isn't, a movie. So, but yeah, I mean, it seemed to capture the world. I mean, I haven't heard anybody like yelling about it on the internet, so it seems like they did just fine.
I will say the first time I laughed is that it's kind of at the very beginning, and the Italian restaurant guy across the street.
Mm-hmm.
There's some guy who goes by in rollerblades and like underwear, and he sprays them with water.
Mm-hmm.
No reason. I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
they have little moments where the dialogue is really clever. But I don't know. I just can never get really fully invested in the world. I mean, Brad, I guess you're like me. Were you ever fully invested in the world?
I guess. I don't have the attachment to it that I do like Family Guy or The Simpsons. Like I was kind of learning who everyone was as I was watching it. So yeah, I was a little distant, and I think I passed out a little bit once they were like inside that volcano ride. Or
hey,
whatever.
I almost fell asleep too. And I never fall asleep in movies, but I mean, I got up and ran a mile and lifted a bunch of weights, but I was like, man, I'm tired, or is this movie just kind of dragging? I don't know which one it was.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that part was a little like I lost track of things. So yeah, but the stuff I thought a lot of the one-liners were funny, and like a lot of it seems a little bit like non sequitur humor.
yeah.
So
Like I can't remember if that's the way the show always is, but it always feels like it's sort of slightly improv, or like it flows with their improv, so it allows them to kind of just carry on natural conversation. I don't think it's like Rick and Morty where they literally just let them fly, but
I can see why it's popular. I mean, it's 14 years it's been on the air or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I guess watching it, I prefer stuff like Family Guy and The Simpsons. It's almost, for a cartoon, it's almost too mellow for me, if that makes sense. It's very grounded for a cartoon.
It's low stakes. It's very low stakes. And I'm glad in a sense, because the show, from what I remember, was never trying to hit anything too bombastic. So I was actually kind of satisfied to see that they kept it contained. But I understand, like, if you're into a more broader, like, Family Guy sense, like Family Guy would go audacious. And I totally understand that. So I get it. It's not for everybody.
Well, I mean, just today when I was running, I had Family Guy on, and I just like randomly picked an episode. And it's the one where Peter Griffin grows Chip, his like twin, that's like a mini version of him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so like it's whiplash going from that and then seeing Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Where, I don't know. It was fine.
plus too, I thought like the villain was unsatisfying, I guess.
Yeah, like you could see it coming a mile away.
And yeah, I guess because I don't know those characters, like there was no impact on it, like it just seemed like, oh, we just picked this random dude to be the orchestrator of all that was going on. I'm sure people who've been watching that show and are familiar with that character may be surprised. Yeah, I don't know.
No. But it is like, it's not. I mean, I saw this and Watcher today, and it's not like a bad way to see a movie. I mean, I use my Alamo season pass, and that's in my opinion, that's what that pass is for. Because some movies I'm going to see regardless, but a movie where I'm kind of on the fence on, I'm like, you know what, I'll go see it because whatever,
Yeah, that's what I did.
Nice.
Yeah, it's. I think if you're not a super fan, I don't even think 20th Century Studios is banking on this making $100 million like The Simpsons, but it's made for fans. And if you casually walk in and you find yourself interested in checking out the show, then hey, they've got another audience member. I can say for myself, like I took Malia to it. She remembered the show, but she, like me, doesn't remember as much as she probably would if she kept watching it. So, like we both walked out going like, I'd want to rewatch the show. So, like it's done its job for me to want to check it out on Hulu again. So, I mean, good job. Well done for them. And I will say I kind of enjoyed the idea of the high stakes adventure in this whole thing being a murder mystery. It was kind of fun. And I liked the little Carney, the Carney town. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, I get it. It's not for everybody, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it enough.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. The inclusion of musical stuff was nice too.
Yeah. Yeah. The opening number was fun. And it seemed, I don't know, what's it, Tina, the like high school age girl?
Yeah, but she's like leaving middle school.
Yeah, it seems like her love interest was kind of tacked on in the movie too.
Well, he's part of the show. Like that love interest, that love venture has been going on since the first season. So, like that, I can understand why it seems tacked on, but I assure you, the payoff in the film is very nice. So
good.
Yeah.
Brad, did you see Watcher?
I did not.
All right. Well, buckle up, boneheads, because I'm the only one who saw it. Ryan, do you recommend Watcher? I do recommend Watcher. It is a very interesting, slow burn style of horror mixed with, it's more of a thriller, but there's horror elements, and Micah Monroe is amazing in it, just like she is in pretty much everything she does. Yeah, here's the trailer for Watcher.
Și tu? You don't speak Romanian.
You don't like?
No, it's lovely. There's this guy that lives across the street, and he's always looking over here.
Looking over here how?
Every time I look over there, he's just staring right at me.
Hello, darling. Any reason in particular you're standing in the dark?
Do you feel like coming in for a drink? Yeah. Have you noticed anyone watching you in your apartment?
No.
This guy has been watching us since we moved in.
Maybe he's staring at the woman who's staring at him.
What's happening?
They found a woman murdered in her apartment.
They're saying the woman had her head cut off.
A man at the movie theater followed me into the supermarket.
Followed you?
That's him. I need to know for myself that he's been following me.
Sometimes I
Just look at people.
Just tell me what you want me to do.
I want you to believe me.
I was sure that you'd see me.
I heard screaming from in here, okay? Just open the door, please.
Dreaming of an old pretty girl looking back at me. But no one has really noticed before.
Well, Ryan, what is Watcher about? Oh, great question, Ryan. Let me tell you. Watcher is about a young married couple that relocate to Romania because the husband, Francis, got a promotion, and Micah Monroe's character is in between jobs, so she goes out there to support him. And his mother is from Romania, so he speaks Romanian, and she does not. So she's already kind of out of her element. And while she's there, she thinks this guy who lives in an apartment across the street is watching her through a window. And as the movie goes along, she becomes a little more paranoid, and no one really believes her that he's following her and staring at her. And it kind of just builds from there. It's a slow moving film, but it's done really well. And like I said, Micah Monroe is amazing in it because she's in, I think, every scene in the film. And what makes it really interesting is how it's shot. Is they use a lot of wide angles, and she's kind of far in the background to give you a sense of her being truly alone. And it's an interesting commentary too about how people don't believe women, and people think she's just like exaggerating, and it's not really happening. They just happen to live in the same neighborhood, and she meets her next door neighbor, and she kind of strikes up a friendship with her, and she's slowly trying to learn the language. And there's a really heartbreaking scene in it where she understands what her husband is saying to his friends that he hangs out with in Romanian. And yeah, I mean, I just don't want to spoil it because you guys haven't seen it, but I would say if you like slow burn horror and a thriller aspect and things like that, it's a really well-made film, and the acting in it's really great.
Would you say it kind of emulates a little bit of that need that we might have been having for some 90s-esque thrillers where it's more, you've got a central female lead at the focus, and
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's the vibe that I got off of the trailer. I was like, oh, this kind of feels like it could be a 90s thriller, but it seems a lot more artistic by comparison. So.
Yeah, it's I always laugh because it's an independent film, and I think it'll be on Shudder soon because Shudder bought it. But it's an IFC Midnight Shudder, but then it has about 6 other companies involved, and every time that happens, I always think of the Family Guy as, who's that guy? Son of a bitch, and it just keeps on showing more production companies. But yeah, I mean, like I would tell everybody, it's slow, but it's not boring, because it just builds towards something, and it's something to be said about what women go through, and in a roundabout way, it's just like the Amber Heard thing, where people are so quick to not believe her and side with Johnny Depp, and not to the degree in this film, but it's kind of this, the same vibe where, oh, she's just being crazy, she's just paranoid, she doesn't know what's going on because she's not from this country. It's a really fascinating look into that. I call it victim blaming, and so yeah, it's really fascinating in that way. So yeah, if you have an opportunity to see it, I would definitely recommend seeing it.
If we wrap up this recording in 20 minutes, I can go see it.
Cool. So yeah, go check out Watcher. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but like I said, if you're into a slow character thriller, then I would go check it out.
If you do want a cup of tea, watch Downton Abbey, A New Era.
Boo.
My parents saw it and they said they loved it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, everybody loves it. I've never seen the show and I've never seen the movie, but I heard it's good.
I have some news for you though, Ryan. It has tea in it, but not as many biscuits.
All right.
It's a callback from years ago.
I was going to try to watch the movie earlier, but then I remembered all the times that Ryan said he was going to go see a movie, and then we ended up having to review it alone. And so I was like, it's payback time, bitch.
and then I'm a professional and I just go hammer through it like a pro.
Yeah,
I mean,
didn't have you stumbling over yourself trying to gather your thoughts like I would have. So
I know.
Not a great plan.
Actually, I had fun today. I took Kellen to see Bob's Burgers, and then I dropped him off with my mom, and I went and saw the Watcher. I love that I'm starting to be able to do that again, where I can see more than one movie in a day.
I miss those times.
I know, good times, right?
Ryan, want to trade lives? I wouldn't trade lives.
It's so much harder because the showings are so limited. Like I used to be able to go watch at 9 o'clock and then get out and see the midnight at the Esquire, but now it's the latest thing is usually like 9:45 or 10:15. So
yeah.
I obviously I can only use my Alamo once today, so I did that for Bob's Burgers because there was a 1 o'clock showing, and they had kid prices at that time. So, and for all our listeners out there, they're severing ties with Mondo, or their contract is up. So if you're in Denver, or I don't know if it's everywhere else, the merch was buy one, get one free. And when I got it, Kellen got a Freddy Krueger stuffed like animal thing, doll. I don't know what you call them.
Plush.
Yeah, plush. There we go. And I picked, I always loved this t-shirt. It's like this little devil boy, and it says hot rental. So it looks like a sticker from the VHS era. And so I got that, and their t-shirts there are $25. When I went up to the register, the employee said, "Hey man, which one's more expensive?" I said, "I think it's the t-shirt. I hope it's not the plush." And he said, "Oh yeah, you're right. This is a $13.99. So we'll give you an employee discount on that, and we'll give you the t-shirt for free." So I paid $10 for those two things. Yeah.
I got charged full price.
Did you?
Why? What is my life?
Yeah, was a really tall dude. He was super nice to me.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, this guy was like 6'10".
Oh yeah, no, this guy was, I guess, my height. But yeah, I got the Rewind shirt, the blue Rewind shirt, and the like Mr. Real face guy gray shirt, and it was nice. I got buy one get one free, but still it was like a full $20 for one of them. So I wanted to get that VHS sticker book, but it was $30. So I was like, next time.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll have more. I'm guessing if we wait long enough, they'll probably be 75% off.
Yeah, and then in the backsplash they had leftovers. This is the problem with like me going to see Back to the Future. Like every time they finally do a movie party where there's like little trinkets and everything, they had little plutonium vials as like handouts, and the extras they put on the backsplash. And I was like, oh god, that's cool.
Damn.
But I was like, I just spent $20 on a t-shirt, and I want to spend 30 on that book, which I would get two of because one would be free.
Yeah.
So yeah. And they have all those like Ninja Turtles reaction figures. I'm just like, I don't want to collect those, but that's a good deal for those.
Oh yeah. I don't I mean, I collect action figures, but I got an alert from Amazon that the McFarlane 3 Jokers figures were all $8 each. So I got all 3 of them. And I spent like $22 on the 3 Jokers.
Yeah, and I wish I hadn't bought all those pint glasses when they came out, because a lot of the leftovers in the backsplash too, could double up on those.
Yeah. Anywho, you had some news for us, Zach?
Yeah, I believe I got some news for you. It's real news. So, there's going to be a sequel to Joker?
Nice.
Why?
Because it made $1 billion?
I guess so. Seemed like everything got wrapped up pretty nicely.
Did it, though? The ending is really
not nicely. You know what I mean. The story's complete. Like, he became the Joker. He's in the asylum. We know he'll escape and fight him. Yeah, well, oh, did he? Yeah, that's true. I mean,
see, if I made that film, I would have ended it where he stands on top of the cop car and makes a Joker face with the blood. I wouldn't have had that end scene where he's in the hospital.
Okay, fair enough. But at any rate, while nothing has been officially greenlit, Todd Phillips posted on his Instagram a picture of the working script, which is titled Joker Folie à Deux. Did I pronounce that right, Ryan? I don't know.
I don't know. You mumbled the words together. How's it sound?
Folie à Deux.
No, maybe.
FOLIEADEUX.
So that's part 2, part 2.
Okay. All right.
DUEX is 2 in French.
The Indian Journal of Psychology or of Psychiatry apparently refers to that term as identical or similar mental disorder affecting 2 or more individuals. So that could lead some clues as to what might be in store for the Joker sequel. But yeah, nevertheless, it looks like we're going to get another Joker. I'm curious to see what it becomes. The more I watched it the first time, I wasn't a huge fan. When I saw it the second time, I was more positive on it. So I'd be curious to see what they do. Any thoughts on a Joker sequel?
No. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it's happening.
Yeah, I figured that was a given. So
I didn't think they'd do that. I think the Batman's gonna work better for them than all these Joker films, but that's just me. Anywho, and apart from that, there's a picture posted by Chris Hemsworth that filming has begun on Furiosa, which is awesome. That's a prequel I definitely want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Hollywood's starting to actually come back with a vengeance. Let's check out those box office stats. There is no danger zone for Top Gun Maverick, as in a second. Yeah,
I got. Yo, right. Oh, you.
In its second weekend, it made $90 million.
What the actual F?
Yeah, and
one of the...
Brad and I are $50 of that because we went and saw it in 4DX. And yeah, the chairs move a lot. It's fun.
Without even trying, I've seen it 5 times now.
Nice. I liked it in IMAX the most because the sound and picture was incredible.
Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't done yet.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the last week because Jurassic World is next week. So
I know I have to go see it tomorrow, like literally tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck.
So yeah, but yeah, it's like one of those like least declines for a blockbuster in ages.
Yeah, I think it's the first film that grossed over $100 million that had a decline of only like 30% or something like that. So yeah. I think they have a hit on their hands.
I'm more shocked that it's Tom Cruise's highest grossing opening ever. Like that doesn't seem right.
And it's his highest grossing film now because it just passed War of the Worlds.
Yeah, like with all the Mission Impossible movies, I could have sworn they did better than that.
Yeah, I the last one did the most at something like 860 million or something.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a trip. I guess he's just really consistent. He's always around the $200 million mark.
It's also a little weird too that they're like, oh, $150 million opening, saving the box office. But I'm like, well, the Batman did 135, so that's like 20 million less a couple months ago. Like, it's not that much of a difference.
I think the only reason they're saying that is because it's appealing to all people.
Mm-hmm. Hitting all the demographics.
Yeah. And I think that's why it's buoyed so much. I mean, today when I went and saw Watcher, there was this 90-year-old couple that were going to see Top Gun. So,
yeah, it's definitely it's moving faster, because I think by next weekend it'll probably cross the Batman's entire gross.
Wow.
So
I didn't think about this until this week, is that it's weird that this movie has been so successful in a world where seemingly superhero IP has been the only one to achieve these high watermarks. So it's actually kind of refreshing to see this.
Another one?
But yeah, I'm floored by that. I still have to see it, but I'm excited to see that it's doing so well. Like,
wait, you haven't watched it yet?
Nope, I haven't gone yet. I've had barely a moment to do anything, Brad. It was a miracle to go watch Bob's Burgers.
I
it was a miracle. I was very
2 things
for.
And did 3 jobs. I don't know what you're doing with your time, Zach.
I'm moving into an apartment with a lady.
Quit bragging, Zach.
It's not. I mean, it is kind of bragging, but
we get it. You're in a relationship. We've known.
And I produce a weekly podcast of my own as well, so I'm sorry.
We get it. You like black and white movies. Fuck.
And I like to think about Brad while I'm in the tub.
Oh, you ruined it.
That's right. Was Ryan laughing off mic? Anywho, yeah. Wonderful.
Cool. So next week is Jurassic World Dominion, which I've been reading reviews and they're all over the place. So be interesting.
Hold on to your butts.
That I don't know. It's dinosaurs. I mean, I'm cool with it. So it should be fun. If the other nerds, Corinne's been really good about sending stuff in. So thank you, Corinne. I don't know if anybody else is going to send something in. If they do, you'll hear that next.
Hey nerds, Corinne here. So instead of the usual showtime, today we are instead going to be listening to a trailer, and then I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about it. So Netflix just dropped a trailer for its upcoming project, an adaptation of Jane Austen's Persuasion. The movie is set to drop on July 15th. So we're going to go ahead and take a listen to that trailer right now. Hit it, Brad.
I almost got married once. There were no 2 souls more in rhythm than Wentworth and I. And I was persuaded by my family to give him up. My father.
Exquisite jawline.
He's never met a reflective surface he didn't like. And my sisters.
I'm just too kind, Anne, that's my problem. I give all of my attention to others and then I suffer for it.
Where are your children?
How should I know?
I would have been a far happier woman in keeping him than I have been in giving him up.
It's been 7 years.
8.
Darling, at some point, you have to move on.
Got any special guest time?
Gallant Captain Wentworth. Is it true he's devastatingly handsome?
Look at me, I'm Captain Wentworth and I am handsome.
Captain, meet Anne.
Actually, we've met. Long ago, not before I was handsome.
Your face has matured. Your hair remains intact.
Your hair is also suitably appropriate.
You still have jam on your face.
Now we're worse than exes. We're friends.
Roderick!
Perfect.
Pardon me. I think I'm in your way.
Perhaps you can correct that.
Can I help you with something?
Considering what I'd like help with, probably not.
Do I sense a romance brewing?
He must be after something.
Why are you so suspicious?
I am willing to work for my titles.
Imagine my luck. A flirt and a hard worker.
Oh, don't forget Rich.
How is it to Let life without warning become flooded with so much newness. I broke his heart. I don't want you to be angry.
What would you want me to be? I know how much he values your friendship.
I didn't know if I'd ever see you again, or if you knew how much I cared.
Time makes many changes.
And not yet so much change. Don't let anyone tell you how to live. Or who to love.
Thanks, Brad. Oh my gosh, what even did we just listen to? This is not Jane Austen. I'm sorry. This movie, at least from what I can tell of the trailer, we've got a lot to unpack here. So forgive me. This is just mostly going to be me ranting. First of all, Persuasion is a very mature novel. It is one of, I believe it was the last one that Jane Austen wrote, maybe even published. I can't remember. It was all out of order. But this is definitely set later in terms of like a heroine's life. You know, Anne Elliot is supposed to be this almost like old maid sort of person who, you know, has kind of just given up on love and, you know, has resigned herself to the fact that she's probably never going to end up with anybody. And she had her chance, you know, 8-10 years ago or however long it was, and she was persuaded by her family to let this guy go, and now she very much regrets that. And even though she's had other chances for happiness, she still can't forgive herself for what she did, and she doesn't want to move on. She's still holding on to this guy because she loves him. And it's just so frustrating that Dakota Johnson, who I'm not going to make any comment about whether she has acting talent or not. I really haven't seen her in anything to make that kind of assessment. I've heard mixed things, you know, 50 Shades of Grey, but then she was also in that one movie that the nerds really liked. So I don't know about her acting ability, but she seems so grossly miscast as Anne Elliot, who's supposed to be very quiet, very mature, very dignified in a sense. She's really supposed to be more like Fanny Price as far as like an Austen heroine where, you know, when it comes to the colorful cast of characters that is her family, she sort of fades into the background, right? Her dad is just over the top and egotistical and he's all self-centered, and her oldest sister is very much the same way, and her younger sister is in a similar vein. She's just a hypochondriac and she's always complaining like, oh, headache, and I can't do this and I can't do that, and she's very high maintenance. And so Anne Elliot is kind of like the only sensible person in the family. And sorry, but Dakota Johnson just doesn't really come across as that sort of a person to me. And I think the problem is really, the casting is one thing, but I feel like the script, at least from what we've seen in the trailer, is the real problem, because they try to do this like Fleabag, Jim from The Office sort of like turn and wink at the camera sort of a deal. And I haven't seen Fleabag, so I can't make a comment there. But you could do that for some Austen works. Emma, I think they tried to do that a little bit, but you just can't do that for Persuasion. I'm sorry. This is just not the time, not the place for you to do that. You could have done that with Emma. You could have even done that with, I don't know, like maybe Northanger Abbey. I don't know. Just leave Persuasion alone, okay? We only have so many adaptations of it, and they're all, you know, they have their merits, but this just feels wrong. You know what I mean? It's not keeping in this maturity and this almost kind of melancholic tone that the book and the other adaptations of it have, and it's just like too quirky, too upbeat. And okay, if you don't want any spoilers for Persuasion, the book, I can't say for what's going to be in the movie, but I would imagine they'll keep the key plot points. But if you don't want any spoilers, you know, bow out now. But in the book, one of the key plot points that happens is that there's this major accident where one of the women, she jumps off of this ledge. The guys don't catch her, and she, like, basically cracks her head open, and there's just, like, blood everywhere. And it doesn't... She does recover, so she doesn't die, but it's still, like, a very serious thing that happens. And there are other things that we get into later, but that's actually maybe the most violent thing that happens in an Austen novel that we see, like, on screen, quote unquote, where, you know, there is someone, like, physically getting hurt, and that the characters then have to deal with that, and she has to have this very long recovery process. So it's like, this just doesn't fit with that sort of oof. Again, fleabagging a Jane Austen work. You could do that with Emma, or maybe some of the others, but don't do it with Persuasion. That's just, no. So, is there anything to like about this? Not really. The costumes seem to be okay. I'm not super into, like, I don't know a ton about, like, period costumes. Just from my untrained eye, they kind of look alright. But the hair and makeup is just terrible. There are multiple scenes in the trailer where Anne, played by Dakota Johnson, has her hair down. And I'm like, women of that time period would not have their hair down unless they were, I don't know, maybe going to bed. Even then, I think they had their hair up, you know, getting ready for the next day. They had, you know, pins and curls and stuff like that. But, oh my gosh, it just annoys the shit out of me how wrong this feels. And I'm not alone in this. Everyone else online my fellow Jane Austen fans are rallying, and, you know, we all feel the same way about this, of like, this is just not right for Persuasion. I'm glad we're getting a Persuasion adaptation. We haven't had one in a while. The last one I can think of is, I want to say it was 2007-ish, maybe 2008, starring Sally Hawkins, who we know from Shape of Water, and Rupert Henry Jones, who was just recently in The Batman. He's the mayor who gets killed at the very beginning. And it was okay. I kind of like the Syrian Hines version a little bit better. I think that's like 90s. I can't remember the exact date. But, you know, again, each of the previous versions has their merit. But this, I know I said when the Emma version came out, I wasn't a big fan of it. But man, this like, Emma looks tame by comparison to this Persuasion adaptation. And I say that, you know, as long as it gets at least one person, you know, who had never heard of Jane Austen, excited and wanting to read the novels and engaging with the source material and, like, getting involved in all of Jane Austen's works, and reading everything, you know, it's a win. But even then, I'm like, I don't think it's worth it. This is a really high price to pay. But yeah, is there anything about it I like? Okay, 3 things, and they're, surprisingly, they're all about the guys. Richard E. Grant, who they cast as Anne's dad, Sir Walter Elliot, I think is actually a really well-informed casting choice. Richard E. Grant, I've seen him recently in some other stuff, and he does kind of have this sort of, like, just the right demeanor for somebody who's just as self-conceited and self-absorbed as Sir Walter Elliot is in the books. So I'm like, yes, you got that right, movie. Good job. I know some people online have been kind of fussing about, like, oh, like, Mr. Elliot, like, he's way too hot. So Mr. Elliot, who's Anne's cousin, who's a love interest for her in the book, I know it's a different time. I think he's like a distant cousin. He's not like first cousin, I don't think. But anyway, he's played by, of course, my man, Henry Golding, and I'm not bothered by that at all. The fact that he's a man of color doesn't bother me. The fact that he's hotter than the guy who's playing the lead, Mr. Wentworth, kind of doesn't bother me to some extent. I think the guy playing Wentworth should be a little bit hotter, but I think they got the general look right, because Wentworth is a sailor. He's a captain of a ship, and he should have this kind of more rugged, sort of weather-beaten look to him. That is kind of a plot point in the book where they Sir Walter thinks like all the sailors are like really ugly, and then he meets some who aren't, and he's like, wow, you're actually like really good looking for a sailor. So I think that they got the general look of him right, but I do think he should have been a little hotter. And no offense to the actor who's playing Wentworth, but maybe it's just the hair or makeup or something, but I think he could have been a little bit hotter. But they get the general look right. I think Mr. Elliot, again, Henry Golding's character, he is supposed to be a little bit more gentlemanly looking, like, you know, kind of the classical, clean-shaven, smooth face, where, you know, he's taking care of himself. He's put on the sunscreen and all that. Well manicured sort of a thing. And I think that they get that look right for Henry Golding, and they get the kind of weather-beaten, worn-down sort of sailor look right for I forget the actor's name, but the guy who's playing Wentworth. And yeah, the fact that Henry Golding is playing Mr. Elliot instead of Wentworth does not bother me. Because if it was you really shouldn't have like this really smooth-faced, well-manicured, clean-shaven guy playing a sea captain. You know, somebody who's been at sea for, 8+ years. That just wouldn't look right. But yeah, so just needed to rant about that to somebody and figured it might as well be all of you. So thank you for your time. I appreciate you checking in with me, and I will talk to you all next time with something. Bye.
So remember, you can see us at Fan Expo Denver, July 1st through the 3rd. We will have pint glasses there. And if you want one of our badass shirts, we will have very, very, very little amount and in very, very limited sizes. So first come, first serve. Get them off of our hands.
If we run out and we have enough interest, we can go do a second run. This isn't an exclusive shirt like past years. Eventually, we're going to put all our backstock on a Shopify thing. So this is a shirt that we can reorder. The other ones, once they're gone, they're gone. But so don't feel like if you can't get at the con that you're out of luck.
Brad, no, we got to create demand. They're out of luck.
Yeah. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never get it again.
There's only one left of each one. And, it can be like a Star Trek fist fight at the booth to get it.
I do remember.
And I have a hammer over one of the glasses, so you have no choice but to grab it before I smash it.
Yeah.
Our flux capacitor glasses, I remember when they opened it up for the VIPs early, we had people run over and get it. So
yeah,
make sure that, if you get it, the glasses do go really fast. So, because, you got to put in the Fan Expo exclusive beer in them. I mean, doy.
Yeah. Oh, and the glass looks great with a dark soda or lager. So
hell yeah, it does. I saw the mock-up of it. It makes the logo and the design really pop.
Yeah.
And it'll be really cool. I can't wait to see, something like Mountain Dew or something in the back where it's green and
or
how would it look?
Mountain Dew
with
Code
a Bloody
Red.
Mary?
Yes.
Yeah, or a Bloody Mary. Hey.
Yeah. So many uses.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna try and get a panel.
Yeah.
Right?
So stay tuned for that. Anyways, thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the movies. Bye.
Bye.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it!